Hello, Leo. It is time for your mid May tarot update. We're going to see what kind of energy you're working with for the month, for the rest of the month, and then I'll also pull some tarot cards to tell us more. So, your energy card for the month is the remainder of the month Luminous Warrior. You may be seen as the champion for someone, or you may be feeling extra protective. Luminous really goes with the sun, and I like this sun here and on here because that is your sign. That is your, air quotes, planet that you're working with is the sun. So it's very much putting you front and center, is what this feels like, and in a position where you are passionate about something and you are pushing for change or in a protective mood, but with radiant energy. So this could look different ways. This could look like taking care of them in a way that brings some humor and comfort to help someone else get through. Or this could be just getting up in front of a bunch of people saying enough is enough. This needs to change. Being that warrior, that advocate. That's what it is. For yourself or for someone else that's close to you. All right, let's see what kind of tarot cards we have to support that energy here in the second half of the month for Leo. So we're starting out with the Discipline card, which is the Eight of Roots. And then we have the Daughter of Horns. No, I'm going to set it here like this. I'm trying not to get too picky. And the Daughter of Roots. The Five of Arrows. And definitely a feeling of standing in front of hurtful words is what's coming through on that one. And then the Fool card. So something new starting out. So my initial feeling here is definitely dealing probably with some younger people or young energy, potentially feminine, but not necessarily. Just definitely that younger, fresh, kind of more naive energy. And that may be where your protective instincts are kicking in and the need to step in on a certain situation in order to help resolve it. Okay, let's get into each individual card here. So we're starting out with the Eight of Roots, which they're calling discipline. So this is the equivalent of Pentacles, and it is a card where you're gaining mastery over. It does take discipline to master a certain technique, a certain thought process. You may be working on your argument for this. So this may be something that's already in play for some of you. And there is a desire to get to the root of it. And it is taking some discipline to stick to getting the facts, figuring out exactly what's going on without getting sucked up into the emotional upheaval that may be going on around you. So for me, this is reading as you're needing to get to the root of the problem, because that's what's going to help solve everything. Because I don't think everybody is understanding. There's a lot of misunderstanding going on. So you need to be the grown-up in the bunch, so to speak, the one who is more disciplined, the one who is looking at things from a more logical perspective. That's what I'm getting out of this card for you, along with your energy for these next 2 months. Now, traditionally, this can also have to do with discipline at work, having to stay focused on your work and not let yourself get distracted by things that may be going on at home, or vice versa, making sure that you are taking time for family, having the discipline to do that, to say no to extra work or extra hours because you need to focus in another area. but it is about reaching that sense of mastery, of control in that area, and it is because it is roots, it's gonna be around your home or your work. It could be finances too, but I'm definitely feeling this is more around home and relationships than work, and then work comes in second out of the options here. Okay, Daughter of Horns. This is the equivalent of the Page of Cups. So, yeah, emotions, emotional, definitely naive, will definitely just cry at the drop of the hat, but they're young yet. They can't help that. They haven't matured enough to um, think before they react. So, this could definitely be somebody who's flying off the handle without all of the information. They're taking the bits and pieces they know and and they're making false assumptions, creating this massive misunderstanding, and they are very emotional about it. They are very much building up the drama, contributing to the drama, letting their imagination run away with them. So take some deep breaths as you're going through these next few weeks. Just know that you need to be that disciplinarian in a way too, in order to help control this and get people back on the same page. So this is party one that you're dealing with here. Very emotional, but young and a little foolish. Doesn't always want to listen to reason, but you're fine. You will find a way. I believe in you, Leo. You will find a way. And then we have the Daughter of Roots. So this speaks to someone who is more grounded, but they are very focused. They may be very, very focused on their goal or what their desire is to the exclusion of other things. Maybe even to the exclusion of understanding why the other person may be upset about their decisions. This person too can be slow to anger, but then when you anger them, they can get very, very stubborn and unwilling to change their mind. So this could be a lot the earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus. I'm strongly feeling Taurus for a lot of you, um, because it's fixed energy. You are also fixed energy, right? But you're in this luminous warrior energy, so you have control. You can help them understand or recognize why this person may be upset by what they misinterpreted about this person's goals. Because again, this person's going to be very much focused on what's in front of them, what they can see, what they can touch, and less about the feelings. They do care, but they're still going to pursue their goals. So it's this conflict and just again, I know it keeps coming up a lot. This misunderstanding that you need to help clear up. Be the voice of reason. And maybe that's what it is. You're stepping between these two people in order to help calm things down and find that dang solution. And then we have the Five of Arrows. This is an air element and it's a five, which is about challenges. Let's just keep piling things on. It's all related though. I feel like it's all the same thing. The Five of Swords, they do have defeat on here, right? One of the things to think of this card, or when you consider this card traditionally, is that it could be somebody's trying to win at all costs and it's kind of a hollow victory. In the end, it was not worth the fight. And this can definitely, it's arrows, so this is an air element, and it can be about communication, education, information. Somebody trying to spread rumors, somebody purposely spreading misinformation to mislead people. So maybe that's part of what's going on. There could be some social media involved that this person has been reading, but it's misinformation again. What do we want to put here? It's like gossip. It's not facts. It is again, it's like an opinion piece. It's not a factual thing. It's not reality. So this is the part where you may need to dig in and say, okay, I've done the research. I've dug in and looked into what this is all about. The information on excuse me, on this is incorrect. Here and cite sources, direct this person to the facts about whatever it is this person wants to do. And then also step in and tell them this person, sometimes a win is not worth it. You got to think longer term because this is still a daughter of roots. It's still a page, so it's still a young person, definitely naive and stuff, right? But big dreams. This one can get very focused and very driven on what they want, potentially until they learn better to the detriment of those around them. But the ambition isn't, they can go very far, but you can help mellow that and soften the edges on this person by helping them recognize that they're two peas in a pot. I mean, they're mirror images of each other. There we go. They're mirror images of each other. So they're just reflecting back um, the shortcomings that each of them may feel, which is what makes them more sensitive about how each one reacts to the other. Interesting. Okay. And yeah, so back to this again, social media might be part of the problem in this case, might be contributing to the mess that's going on. Again, somebody in their social group could be trying to put out false information on behalf of one or the other, not at the request of, but the other person doesn't know that it was not requested, which again is just going to keep stirring the situation up. So you got to be in there making sure everybody's focused on the truth and not on what might be, what might have, etc. It's a tough one. And then we have the Fool card at the end. Fresh beginning, fresh start. Again, with the young energy, right? This is the first time the Fool is going off on this journey on their own, excited about what's to come, not worried about anything. So it feels like all of this drama will be handled and everybody will be back on the same ground, feeling like, okay, we're starting over, we're starting fresh. We know all the facts now. We know what the truth is. We trust each other going forward. Let's go. They're eager to go again. This almost in some case feels like lifelong friends who've been going through every grade together. They've known each other forever, besties for life kind of thing. And then they get to graduation and something happens. A boy gets involved, or there's some jealousy somewhere, or something happens that causes them to have such a big rift or fight when they were looking forward to going off to the same college and going into the same dorm or the same place together. All this drama here at the end, maybe it has to do with the winding up of college, of high school, and the other tense things that happen with that, the relationships that are evolving. But they do resolve it. It does feel like it gets resolved and they have a fresh start and they're again looking forward to doing this together, to being partners going forward. But you may be a little emotionally drained by the end of the month. Although once you hit this point of that fresh energy, you may feel just a rush of energy coming in because the relief that you're feeling, the weight that is lifted, and the sense of success you have in helping these people recognize the truth. Being that luminous warrior for the truth. That is you, Leo, for the second half of May. And I wish you luck. And I'm sending you energy, sending you some energy to work with, Leo, just for you. All right. That's what I have for you. Please hit that like button. Please hit subscribe to help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.